AC Starler, aka Austin. Welcome back to my channel. And you're probably wondering, why am I in the background of Kevin McAllister's house or the McAllister's house? It's because I recently watched Home Alone again after I watched Ernest Saves Christmas with a friend of mine. And this is the first time watching Home Alone with this very close friend of mine. Very first time. Now, I've seen this movie thousands and thousands and thousands of times as a kid, teenager, an adult. It never changes because there's always something new. There's always something new that you find out about this movie, and there's always something new that you can always observe from this movie, right? You always pick up something new every single time when you're watching Home Alone. The fact that the name of the movie is called Home Alone itself, that Kevin McAllister wishes his whole family to um, go away and be home alone, and he sort of doesn't really get that wish. They just wake up and forget about him, and that's the magic behind this. Like then the robbers come to his house, he has to defend his house, and there's a lot of things to love about this. But there's a lot of things you can see for the very first time. If you're seeing this for the very first time, it's first time. If it's your first time watching it, you find things in here like that's magical and mystical. But if you're watching this movie for the 100th time or the 102nd or 200th time or whatever, how many times you've seen it, you see things new like the very first time you ever seen it. Like I was telling her, like every time I see this movie, it's like watching it for the first time ever. Even though you've seen it so much, it's like watching the movie for the first time ever. Same thing with the shirt I'm wearing, Elf. Every time I watch that, there's something new about it, you know? So I'm just basically saying I love this movie. This movie is amazing. I watch it every year for uh Christmas. And there's gonna be part two of this video. Of course, I'm gonna review this movie, but this is me talking about how much I love this movie. This movie is just fantastic. You got Macaulay Culkin as the starring as Kevin McAllister, gaining life lessons from anyone that would listen to him. But he got a life lesson from the guy he thought that was also a murderer that killed people, and he's assaulting the street. And he's telling him that he has a daughter and everything like that. And they had a really good talk with that. And also, he hide from my one of my other favorite scenes. He was hiding from the robbers, acting like one of the wise men. And the thing about this movie is that even the robber that was there in their house in the very beginning, which is Harry, and he recognized him by the gold tooth when he encountered him on the street. He was there scoping out the house and playing as the fake cop. And you see things for the very first time as him being the fake cop. He's scoping out the house, but he's literally there while they're packing. Like, why is he there when he's packing? Like, he wasn't really an officer. They think he was an officer, but he's not. He was a robber. So it's kind of interesting. And then you don't see Marv till later, and the wet bandit thing is hilarious. And then the second movie, they go into him being sticky bandits. And then it's just the same repeated process with them. But like that's what makes this movie good. Also, after viewing it so much, you're like, don't these robbers learn anything? They don't. And that's the fun thing about this. You think that these people should learn something, but they don't. And it's just a staple in Christmas for a staple. It's a staple for anyone that it's a staple for anyone's household that loves Christmas, or it's a staple for Christmas movies because, yeah, this might not be the top of the bar, but it is on top of the bar of most Christmas movies. You got Home Alone 2, 3, the new one that they made for Disney Plus. Then you got the Elf movie here. I was raised by Elf. So you got Fred Claus, you got um um the Santa Claus movies, you got, well, to me, three doesn't exist. You got Polar Express. You got The Grinch with Jim Carrey, The Christmas Vacation. I got the Red One. You got a whole bunch of other ones and newer ones that they're making. Even they made one from recently from Netflix called the Jingle Bell Heist or something like that. But any kind of movie that they make Christmas of, Deck the Halls, all that stuff, they all have to match up to these top three movies, which is Home Alone, Elf, and Christmas Vacation. And those are the pinnacle movies that everyone watches every year. And oh yeah, Christmas Story. And then I'll add a fourth one, Christmas Story. And I forgot Christmas Story and the Christmas Story. So I said three, but now I'm changing it. Home Alone, Elf, Christmas Vacation, and Christmas Story. Those are the pinnacle movies that they all have to match up. But these movies don't always match up to these marks of these people, right? And it's just marks of these movies. I mean, not people, but marks of these movies. These are top tier movies for me. I don't know what for everyone else, but the top tier movies for me. And Home Alone is also a pinnacle movie to watch every year. Now, watching it with this very close friend, she was laughing at everything. She's seen it when she was growing up. Everyone's seen this movie growing up. No matter if you're from here from Texas or from Louisiana to New York to Hoboken, anywhere in the country, you've seen this. If you're even from the country, you've seen this. Like everyone's seen Home Alone. If you haven't seen Home Alone, then you're okay, but you need to get yourself checked in somewhere, or you need to go ahead and watch this movie. Even I didn't mention Charlie Brown. Everyone's seen Charlie Brown too, right? But but the thing is, Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin, um, and everyone else in the cast that I don't know their names, but Macaulay Culkin only, and Macaulay Culkin's brother, you fall in love with these characters. You fall in love with the mom, the dad, and also John Candy's in here. John Candy also has a documentary out, which I still need to watch and review, but like John Candy's in this, and John Candy was in another movie with Macaulay Culkin right after this called Uncle Buck. So it's kind of a cool movie to see if you watched Uncle Buck and then you see, oh, Home Alone, and you have that, oh, John Candy's in here. So John Candy's good in here. It's just a funny movie. Also, a kid outsmarting robbers. It's a lot of things to love about this, and this is why I love this movie. It's a Christmas movie, but it's a kid outsmarting people, also, and showing how a kid can live on his own or manage him to try to manage to live on his own, taking out robbers, all that stuff. It's a very interesting, fun holiday Christmas movie, and it brings you joy on your face. Um, and it should, just like how if you're into Halloween, how the Halloween should bring you joy on your face if you're into those movies, or Friday the 13th, or Beetlejuice, or Nightmare Before Christmas, which is also a Halloween and Christmas movie. But you get my point. What I'm saying is, if you love those movies, like I love those movies too, but if those movies bring you joy in that holiday, Home Alone and everything else brings you joy in this holiday, and this brings me joy. I have seen this movie countless times, 1,000 times. And this living room, behind me, this living room with the stairs and everything, when you look at it, it's like, oh, this is awesome. This is amazing. There's a YouTuber that actually recreated the wallpaper and the stairway pictures, and it's called Snack, a Saturday night movie and a snack, or Saturday, it's called Snack in the Movie Saturday Nights or whatever, and he recreated it in his little basement, the Callister stairway, the stairs and everything. So this movie means a lot to other different people. For me, it's just a staple to watch um every Christmas around this time, around December, around Christmas, with Christmas Vacation and Christmas Story and having some eggnog and all that stuff like that. So this movie is just a lot. This movie is a lot for me and also and the stuff I see all the time over again. Like I said, the robber being the cop and surveilling out their house while they're all packing up and getting pizza. The little Euros guy running over their statue, picking it up every single time. Um, the only line I know from one of the sisters, Kevin, you know what the French call a les incompetente, which means incompetent. Um, because my friend also learned a little French, I guess, in high school, and or knows that means less incompetent. But even seeing a smile on her face was amazing. I've seen this movie countless times with other people. Now that's another thing I love about this. I've seen this movie countless times with other people. Like I've seen it um, with my family, my brother, um, other friends in the past. Um, Seen on TV around this time with commercials. And it's the first time me seeing it with this person that I've grown to be close with, love, and hang out with all the time. And seeing her face after having a rough day, watching an awesome Christmas movie after decorating her tree and all that stuff, and having an awesome moment, seeing her laugh and have a smile on her face, watching this movie while taking care of the things she needs to take care of was amazing. It's the first time viewing this with a person. So every time you see this movie with someone that has seen it or hasn't seen it or has seen it and you haven't seen it with that person, it's like a very brand new showing of it. And me watching it with my friend that I'm very close with, it's like seeing all new showing of it. Now, like I think The Grinch is going to have its 25th anniversary. I know me and my movie bro are going to see that movie together. And I've seen that movie a lots of times with the one with Jim Carrey, and it'll be the first time viewing it with him. And again, same kind of thing. This movie can also bring out so much viewing for you. First time viewing with people that you love and care with, or first time viewing, seeing it on TV or Disney Plus. This is the first time watching on Disney Plus too. Like first time viewing of Disney Plus because every year I put it in my Blu-ray player and watch it physically, not digitally. So it's the first time also watching it on digital through Disney Plus. And like the enjoyment of seeing this friend actually watching on Disney Plus through me is amazing. But yeah, this movie means a lot. Even me watching Ernest and me only seeing a little bits and pieces of Ernest and watching the full thing with her as well is amazing too. First time viewing that. And it was awesome. So again, not just Home Alone, but Home Alone starts your Christmas movie for me starts me watching other Christmas movies. Now I'm gonna rewatch this again because I know I told you I already watched it with my friend, but I'm probably gonna rewatch it again somewhere later on this year. Or not later this year, but later on this month, or just rewatch it because I want to. I always watch one and two anyways, or at least try to. I'm gonna always try to explore other Christmas movies, and that's what I'm gonna do. But Home Alone's always the one I go to, and Christmas Story and Christmas Vacation. So yeah, that's what I gotta say about this, and there'll be some more Christmas videos coming out, and there'll be a part two to this. This is part one. Part two is a review, and this one's why I love Home Alone. The reason why I love Home Alone, I can pick and take things and view it for the first time ever. Every scene in this movie, from him outsmarting the robbers, which means like putting a little thing that heats up the door and puts it in on Harry's hand, on Harry's hand. Well, on Harry's hand, Harry becomes a chicken. Marv getting tar on his feet, putting a nail through his foot, getting a iron through his head, then walking up the stairs with the bucket, and then like putting a tarantula on the nose, and then him escaping, to the house that they, robbed, and it's flooding, all that stuff. All this stuff in there is magical. Even John Candy playing a Christmas movie, I mean, playing the Christmas song in the Christmas movie, Polka, it's all amazing. So if you like this video, put a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and this is why I love Home Alone.